everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV where I put a coat on! Let's go! I'm actually warm now, mostly. Alright then. Alphino. The Wyrm's roar. It seems the first layer of wards has been dispelled and Ishgard is now vulnerable. What are we gonna do? Alphino seems eager to return to Camp Dragonhead. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do as we were bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Harshavan will know where Sir Emmerich means to receive us. Alright. Back we go to Camp Dragonhead. It's a little annoying that we can only change glamours when we're in a city. Also, I have got to get in the habit of actually putting the correct glamours on, especially as we're starting to head up into a... Especially since it seems like we're going to be in Kurthis for a little bit more. What with all this shit happening with Ishgard. Hi, Harshavan. It's been a while. Pray ask Lord Harshavan to direct us to the meeting place when you are ready. What, you can't ask him yourself? 'Tis reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend when one's homeland teeters on the very brink of disaster. I love your sense of humor, Harshavan. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence stokes the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived and will treat with you in the intercessory. Alright, off we go. Sorry, jumping over the table is probably rude. I'm gonna keep doing it. At least it's kind of back here in the corner away from the wind. Greetings, madam. Shall I show you inside? Yes. Alright, hello there. Ishgard's future hangs in the balance. If the city's salvation rests on our assistance, I cannot well withhold it. Even so, I mean to make Sir Emmerich sweat for his reinforcements. On this occasion, feigned disinterest may serve the cause of Eorzean unity better than naked philanthropy. Come, let us find out what concessions the Holy See is willing to make. Someone's scheming. All right then. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we are but recently returned from the Gates of Judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphino, I think it more important than ever that this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard's walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Estidian! Hi, we did the Dragoon quest. This is a little awkward. So, Estidian, what happened to you being in league with Needhogg, being possessed by Needhogg? May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon? An impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among such masters of the lance, Estidian is without equal. He, out of all the warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and may thus contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. If ever I was without equal, I am no longer, as my fellow Azure Dragoon here will attest. Be at ease, Satora, I did not come to challenge you this day. I think I've got a few more things I'm worried about than you challenging me. Well, now that we have all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics taken captive after the assault on the gates. 'Twould seem that Lady Iceheart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Needhogg's stolen eye. Needhogg, one of the 7 great Wyrms. His name features prominently in your nation's history, though once defeated by the hero Haldrath, the beast is said to have terrorized Kurthis since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many of the scars our walls bear from Needhogg's relentless efforts to raise the city. The trophy Haldrath plucked from the bested Wyrm's skull, known simply as the Eye, It's a treasured relic of Ishgard and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But the stout walls and sharp blades may, those stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics. The dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravanian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does age rob them of their strength. Through the endless march of years, the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms, they who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign, as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather his strength, and for us to bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seems primed to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must needs address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravanians are not like to leave untested. So it would seem. You have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expected. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Dravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what would follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Dravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Kurthus would be buried in snow, and the land would become the sole province of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garlean's arrival, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Kurthus. They would not even have to draw steel. An imperial province sharing a border with Mordona. 7 hells. Very well, we will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar. Allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. Fear not, I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you. Are you sure? And the eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wheresoever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. And then the worm who roared was Nidhogg, aye. He means to hurl his horde against Danafin's collar, and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt, the worm has summoned his minions to war. Fucking really? At least you waited until the end of the cutscene, assholes! Okay. Estinian, are you completely sure? Completely sure you are in control of your faculties? Because I saw what happened in the Dragoon 50 quest! Nidhogg, he is the source of our suffering. If we do not fell the worm, these endless clashes come for naught. I am painfully aware of the hypocrisy of our request and the self-inflicted nature of our predicament. But should it serve to deliver my people from their unkind fate, gladly shall I bow my head and beg for aid. I expect, nay welcome, the coming storm of scorn and disdain. Also, yeah, Alphino, he kind of got you real good there with bringing up the whole Garlemald province thing. I brought that up too. Do you remember, like a few minutes ago, like before we came here, I brought that up that, yeah, if Ishgard falls, Garlemald would absolutely move in? I brought that up, right? Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Samric was more ruthless in his negotiations than I had anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. I don't want interesting days! I want everyone to survive to live in uninteresting days! Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we are committed to the cause, I suppose, because if we aren't, we're fucked! As it gives Garlemald an opening to get back at us. I'll see everyone next time for that.